joke.
あなたはキレてですね。
Oh, come on, are you fucking...
Okay, fine. The wasteland. Too minimalistic for too much money.
Right, let's talk to the man. Yeah, so I'm not enjoying this game.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Yes, of course.
I was at his house earlier.
If you're going to drop names, you could at least name one worth dropping.
I thought Oubier was a well-respected man.
Why, his last book was nothing but pseudo-intellectual claptrap. The demented ramblings of a drug-dependent has-been.
Right.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Yes. Very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Okay.
You smashed my pot.
Certainly, it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge. Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist.
That's not cubism.
Spheres in a barren waste. Oh, very profound. I could see a pattern emerging in this artist's work.
Yeah, so I'm not enjoying this game as much as the first one. First of all, people aren't funny, nor are they likable. Oh, wait, smash pot.
The pot had smashed into 2 minutes.
Okay, fine. Talk faster. Talk faster. Talk.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
What I really wanted to ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir, one doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
So did I, until that slob smashed it.
Okay.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Oubier himself.
I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Do you believe the story that Oubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? She was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah, seriously, none of these people are likable.
Have you seen any of Oubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated. Could you tell me which docks Professor Oubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
And no, sir, this is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
There is a gentleman over there who seems to be enjoying your wine.
I can't think why. It was very cheap.
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the man.
Right. So what's back here? Actually, should I come back here? Or we'll come back here, see what happens. Nope.
Excuse me, sir. Uh-huh. That area is private.
Oh, so I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
I mean, there's not much of a war here, so I don't know. Alright, so he's got a glass and I've got absinthe. Come on. Yay, go!
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
How did you not notice someone
Did you
pouring?
put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Okay. Is he gonna fall
I'd had
over?
enough of talking to that slob.
Maybe I need to do it again.
I didn't think he'd be interested. Allow me.
Okay, so we do it again. Okay, he drinks it again. Is it gonna fall over? Yes, it's gonna fall over. Why is this good? Okay,
The pot had smashed into two.
so we just destroyed some priceless artifacts. Open it.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
Yeah, well, what's the label? Paris.
Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing.
That's Masai.
It was beginning to make sense. Oubier had organized Nico's abduction. Oubier withdrew money from Marseille. Oubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Wait, that's it? Again, like this magical knowledge, how do you know? Like, you're just guessing, right? There's no way you can know all of that. This is highly improbable, to say the
It was
least.
almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Okay, so now we have a desolate dockside. It's certainly not a very pretty place. Yeah, this game is just... I don't know, like the people are annoying and the setting is kind of depressing. Look at this, look at this. I mean, it's well drawn.
There was nothing there I wanted.
But you know, the first game was really entertaining, and this is not really all that entertaining. At least not yet. Okay. Interesting.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
I'm not in time.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say.
Oh, there's dog food there. Hey, you like some panties?
I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
Okay, he doesn't like panties.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure, they have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Holidays.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
Right.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one. Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often though. They play hell with my digestion.
Okay.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, pal, what is it?
A poison dart used for hunting.
What would you hunt with that? Mice?
No, monkeys and stuff. The tip
Monkeys.
is dipped in poison.
Hey, what you got against monkeys?
I love monkeys. I was just using them as an example.
Well, don't.
Right.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it?
Wait, you have month-long holidays? Where's... This is France? You have a month-long holiday?
What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
That animal doesn't seem too hot for a guard dog.
No? You haven't seen him in action.
Doesn't look like he has the energy to wag his tail.
Just like my wife. She's like a slug in a coma until she's annoyed. Then, she's like a tiger with a rat up its ass.
Sweet.
Right.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Yes.
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery. And I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker.
Indeed.
Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
Like the one you showed me?
The very same. I could tell he didn't believe me. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Right. So there's 20, there's a fence. I'm guessing if we climb the... oh, we can go there. We can probably sneak into that hut from underneath. Well, let's talk to 20 just for the hell
Hey,
of
20. Hey, 20.
it. Okay.
Breaking steel padlocks with my bare hands was a feat I'd never mastered.
I can probably try and climb this. Let's see if I'll get mauled by that dog. Yep.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be